say make money, money, make money, money, money.
Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C-notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. I need a pack of them snaps, a handful of Fetty Wops, and rubber band on my greenbacks. Look, dawg, don't be playing with my paper. I need every red cent, that's why I brought my little scraper. You don't know me, homie, I rob my own neighbor with a clock around my neck with a style that's so flavor. Give me the loot is just an understatement. I'm about to take your bank and put it in my basement.
Make money, money, make money, money, money.
Make money, money, make money, money, money.
Say take money, money, take money, money, money.
Take money, money, take money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. The root of all evil, I don't agree with that. It's hard to do when you riding around with 10 racks. Golden Arches, St. Louis, I'm the Big Mac. St. Petersburg, Russia, you can find it on the map. I'm so cold I can spit the snow. That's why they call me Nitro with the nicest flow. On the real, man, I hate it when they call me bro. It's getting on my nerves like these bills and these haters, yo. Cheer, a grown man with a loaf of bread. I keep a stack of Benjis right under my bed. Check it, my shoebox is the stash spot. I used to keep my scratch at my dad's house. I got a deadline, so I need the cake. I need a plan, so my duck is gonna try to escape. Yeah, I'm always looking for the currency, a large amount, call it a pretty penny. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a
What's going on, homies? Happy Thursday. I don't even know what this half of this song he was even saying, but I'm rocking through it. Town, I'm the dame and the foul. Fat pockets. Fat pocket. Let's go. Oh, that was a good timing to end the song. What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, not Friday. Tomorrow is the monthly close and Friday. It got me a little confused. What is up, fellas? Let's go, man. Bigden, what's up, bro? What we got here? We got Kennedy, we got AF, we got Ajuwawi. I'm just gonna call you Ajuwawi, man. It's easier to say that. DJ TaylorMade. I saw Mike up there. I saw Jay. What's going on, bro? How's everyone going today, guys? Not the most exciting day today. Bitcoin pretty much did nothing today, so you know a lot of it's going to be the same talk that we've been talking about a million times on the channel. But it's okay. We can chill out and talk with the homies and do everything we need to do here, my friends. All right, so let's get into this. Let's not waste any time. All right, you guys always know what is Jordan going to have for dinner tonight. If you can guess it in the chat, if you can guess in the chat, maybe we'll do a prize. What is Jordan going to have for dinner tonight? The first one to guess it, maybe we'll get a little prize. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. What is Jordan having for dinner tonight? You got to be very specific. You got to be very specific about what Jordan's having for dinner tonight. Because it's always like one of the most important things that we talk about on the stream every single damn day. But it's Thirsty Thursday, man. I didn't have a drink, but shout out to you guys if you're enjoying Thirsty Thursday. That was always my favorite day in college. I wonder why. Anyways, let's get this shit. No Four Locos for me today, though. Even though it's Thursday, I'm having no Four Locos. Because I can never do a stream drinking a Four Loco, man. Screw that. What we got? Anyone guessing it? Chewy is short again? Let's go. Chewy is short from the middle of the range. Sounds like me earlier when I longed from the middle of the range. Alright, anyways. Let's get this shit rolling. Alright. So Bitcoin, still kind of just in this consolidation pattern, guys. We got lower highs coming in. and we got higher lows coming in. So we're kind of just going up, down, up, down, up, down. You can see that price is getting tight as shit. And kind of what we've been talking about here, as price gets tight, to me, Bitcoin is in this very important zone where either we're just going to smash through this resistance like butter, like we did in 2020, where we had basically, we had that first little consolidation and we moved up. Then we had that second little consolidation. We got a big pullback to test that previous high. We came up, but then we kind of struggled right here for a few days. But this is right around that time where we should be expecting a move. And remember, guys, what is tomorrow? That could cause some volatility in the markets. We got the monthly close coming up, and we got futures expirations coming up as the last Friday. So we got the last Friday of the month and the monthly close coming up on the same damn day tomorrow. So keep that in mind as we come into tomorrow. Sometimes there could be some damn shenanigans, and a lot of horse guys might get wicked out of trades. So if you're in any trades, just be careful. Well, Jordan's bullish. We're going straight up. I am going 100x long right now. Nothing could go wrong. We are going straight up. No pullback. Jordan said max pain. Straight up. No pullback. Okay, what could go wrong? Okay, everything is going great. What? Okay, the monthly close stream. Jordan put out his monthly close stream. Wait, what the? We got a wick to the downside. What the frickin' frick? Futures expirations? Why wasn't I told about this the day before? This is ridiculous. Max pain was no pullbacks. I am feeling max pain. Right? It's always the best, man. I love when you get taken so literally. It's like, okay. Anyways, let's look at it. So we either have this, where we're either just going to smash through that resistance, in my opinion, or we have something like we did in 2015 during this phase, where we kind of were, we basically had a big rise up, we pulled back, had that second consolidation. Or will we see something like this, which I also think is a possibility, right? And I sort of said, you guys, I think we're going higher. I just don't know how we're really going to work it out in this zone. I can still see Bitcoin pulling back farther in the immediate short term. I don't really know, right? I think we're all kind of guessing if Bitcoin's kind of just smash this resistance. Is it going to kind of come in here for a little bit longer? We could do something like this too, right? Where we kind of maybe go a little bit lower. We come back up to the highs. We come back down again, and then we smash that resistance. We could do something like this too. So as always, it's impossible to predict time. It's impossible to predict when we're going to break resistance. I do think we're going to do it, as we have all this hype with the ETF stuff. Every single big company, applying for an ETF. And normally you do see upwards moves into those events, right? And, I think we're just kind of chipping away at that resistance, at letting everyone take profits, letting everyone get ready to go, take the profits that they need to do. And then we can kind of do what we need to do eventually. I can't tell you when, but I know tomorrow is the monthly close, and I'm expecting some shenanigans tomorrow. But let's get this shit. What we got in here? Jordan has the best guessing in crypto. Thank you, Judge Bibles. Appreciate you, man. Let's go, baby. We call ourselves educated guessers. That's what we call ourselves. Educated guessers, where, we are just super good at guessing, man. All you got to do is guess 51% of the time. Boom, there you go. You win. If you can guess right 51% of the time and be wrong 49% of the time, bada bing, bada boom. Let's freaking go. So, Bitcoin just kind of consolidating in here. We basically could stay in this until Sunday. So just keep that in mind. If I had to guess, right? If I had to guess what's going to happen for Bitcoin, right? And, what I think would make the most sense, but, obviously Bitcoin doesn't tend to make some sense sometimes. What I think would make the most sense is actually a sort of break down from this, get everyone to be super bearish, and then actually get that move up. This would be the most logical thing for Bitcoin to do, but just know that Bitcoin tends to not be very logical. So if we just go up from here, or inside the triangle, maybe we just come and test it and then come up. I wouldn't be surprised either. Like I said, I don't really have that much conviction in a short-term move here, which is the trades that I'm doing right now are very small. They're very small. I don't have a lot of conviction in the short term here, whether we're going to pull back to 29Ks or just go straight up. So, you know, just keep that in mind. But I think on the higher term time frames, we're still screaming higher. So that's what we're doing. We're working our way in here, working it out. You know, we're doing that workout today. I did some deadlifts and some squats at the gym today. Don't skip leg day, guys. If you skip leg day, well, you know, you might look like Elon Musk, except just in the legs. So don't skip leg day, guys. If you skip leg day, we might get a little crazy. Yo, shout out to Griff, baby. Shout out to Griff with the gifted membership. Shout out to you. We also had that true with the stupid sticker with the smiley face. I love the positivity, man. Love the positivity, bro. Let's keep that rolling in here. You gotta love the positivity. Even when the market's not moving up necessarily on a day like today. So that's what we got, guys. Working it out. Bitcoin's working it out. Just kind of waiting on it. Is it going to take a little bit longer? Who the frick knows? But I am expecting higher prices at the end of the day, just because the weekly looks phenomenal. We've talked about this a million times, and that's the way I'm looking at that at Bitcoin at the moment, guys, right? So I don't think we need to waste too much more time going through this for the simple fact that nothing's really changed since yesterday. So that is really it. So I'm not going to waste like a million hours of your guys' time with stuff that we've already talked about. You know what I'm saying? So we might just end up hanging out today. If you guys have any questions, we can look at certain things. But for the most part, a lot of it's the same. You know, as we sort of wait for all this to play out. Now, kind of going through a few things that we looked at before. Let's see. Bears skip leg day. Bears do skip leg day. You know, actually, you know, bears might not skip leg day. You know why bears might not skip leg day? Because bears have to climb their ladder. They have to climb the ladder and ladder in their shorts. You know what I'm saying? So for them, in order for them to ladder in the shorts and climb the ladder, they got to do leg day, you know, if it's like a really steep ladder, man, you know, because as I've heard that bears love to ladder in shorts, right? They love to ladder in the shorts. Isn't that right, my friend? Where is he? Where's my good friend when I need him, man? I need to get a beer with this guy at some point, bro. Where is he? Where is he when I need him? I never can find him. Here he is. Here he is. What's going on, guys? It's Savvy. Guys, I am still laddering in my shorts. Now, I'm not feeling very confident about my shorts right now. I act like I do, but I'm really not confident in my bear calls right now. So what did I decide to do? And I know this worked for Jordan, is he had a Santa hat that marked the bottom for Bitcoin, and we haven't gone down since. So I decided to go to Walmart and grab myself a $1 Santa hat. And I really do think nothing has changed, guys. We are still going to go down.
Nothing has changed.
And I really need to get some luck. So I have a Santa hat now. It's going to work the same as Jordan's Santa hat. We're going to go down, guys. Elliott wave, 5 wave. The Tendo fractal is still valid, even though it's broken. And nothing has changed, guys. All right, so that's it. Savvy out. I'm going to go on a fishing trip for the next few weeks as Bitcoin goes to 40K. I'm out. See ya. All right. Thank you, Savvy. Thank you, man. I guess he had to go get his own Santa hat. You know, it's that we're going down that road. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't know that you cannot match the power of Jordan's Santa hat. So just keep this in mind. All right, so. We know we're waiting for Bitcoin. In case you missed it, Bitcoin is in the classic Wyckoff. We've talked about this a million times, where we have the first low, second low, spring phase. We just got the SOS retest. Now we're looking for higher prices, right? And this leads us into many different things, right? As we know that we expect Bitcoin dominance to continue higher, right? So as Bitcoin dominance continues higher, we expect Bitcoin to be the best play in crypto as far as risk reward. Right? Still think that is the same. Bitcoin's the best play at the current moment. Once we get to this green box, which we are getting closer to, that's when I think that that altcoins will actually be the better percentage play, right? We're approaching there. We're getting there, right? So that there's hope for the altcoin holders as we approach this. We're about 5-6% away on Bitcoin dominance. So we are approaching that, right? In the previous bear market, we did get rejected off the golden pocket, and that's when Bitcoin dominance topped. So I basically just took the highs to lows. That's what I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to top, right at that green box in there. And that's when I expect altcoins to be the better play. So we got there on Bitcoin dominance. Total 3, we've talked about total 3. This is basically the whole altcoin market cap, which could be in Wyckoff as well. It's now has the same setup that Bitcoin did post the FTX dump. So altcoins, now that we've seen the 1 hit to the lows, 2 hits to the lows, 3 hits to the lows, we're consolidating at the low. We now have a nice base for the altcoins. Now what we need to see is we need to see the strength here. We need to stay above that December low to confirm that we are in Wyckoff. So as long as we stay above this second low right here, and we kind of, even if we just chop sideways, we can just keep chopping sideways, bro. Just keep chopping sideways. We don't have to moon right now, but as long as we can build a good base like this, kind of like we see in the schematic up here, just build a good base, right? I would expect that this eventually comes up and tests the range high at some point, you know, if not this year, then early next year. And I know that sounds like a far away, but you gotta understand it's already July at this point, so it's really not that far away at this point. So that's what we're looking at for total 3. Just kind of whacking it off. You know, some of you guys are making jokes in the chat. You know, in the Discord. What were we talking about? Oh, there was some jacked guy, bro. Who wants to be right? Listen, I get it. I like being kind of big, right? Because you want to be a little like, you know. Listen, we had a picture of this huge jacked like Hulk looking guy in the Discord, man, right? To the point where his thighs were so big that if he flexed his adductor muscles, okay, you guys know that the muscle on the inner thigh, if he flexed that inner thigh, that dude's ball sack would be crushed like never before. Like, why would you, like, listen, I'm all for being kind of big, but like, man, why would you want to be that freaking big where you're just like injecting yourself with steroids and just looking like freaking Hulk Hogan, like looking like the damn Hulk? That's gotta be so uncomfortable. Imagine walking with giant freaking legs rubbing together like freaking sandpaper. Like you're gonna make, that dude's gonna make a fire in between his legs as he's freaking running, bro. He probably can't even run. Like his glute muscles are probably so big that he freaking jumps when he freaking runs, man. I don't know why you would want your legs that big, but listen, it is what it is. Some people like that, I guess. You know, it is what it is. I'm all for being big, but like you don't want to be looking like Hulk. You know, there's a big difference. There's a big difference of looking strong and looking like freaking Hulk. I don't want people to look at me and go, bro, if this dude flicked me, I'd be dead. Like, I don't want to be like, you don't want to be that intimidating, man. At some point, it just gets completely irrelevant. Anyways, the ball, dude, these balls would literally be squished, man. Like, he started a damn fire. He would literally win. You know that show where the guy kind of stands in the island by himself and he has to survive? Bro, he wouldn't even need any flint. He wouldn't even need that coal. He would just have to rub his legs together like this and start the damn fire. He would be the instant winner because he would always be warm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't even need sticks. Anyways, I don't even know where I'm going with this. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. I don't even know how I got started talking about that. But total 3, right? Beautiful structure. It's the same structure as Bitcoin had before it eventually got that rise back up to the top of the range. But like Bitcoin, what did we do for a while? We ended up actually chopping down here for a while, right? Just like we had with FTX, where we actually made this third low. What did we do? We ended up, we stayed down here for a few weeks, right? We didn't instantly come up. We stayed down here for a few weeks. So my suspicion, and this is my take, and this is what I think is going to happen. My whole take for the market is I think Bitcoin is going to get this rise up, right? The altcoins will also go up, but it'll be more of a more slow, gradual move up like this overall. You'll get the outliers that move up by themselves, but you'll get altcoins that kind of slowly move up. And then when Bitcoin gets up here, I think that's where you're going to have Bitcoin dominance, probably pretty close to this green box. And then that's when you might finally get some of the altcoins to at least catch a bid, you know? That's my overall suspicion for the market right now is Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin dominance goes up, and then altcoins follow suit after that. That's my overall thought process right now. And I think that's what makes the most sense. If you're a bull, if you're a bear, you obviously think everything's going to crater and we're all donezo and the market's done, right? You think we're going back down to new lows and, you know, screw the whack off. We're in whack off distribution. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought process right now. But, you know, I could be wrong. I've been wrong many, many times. The key is when you're wrong is to learn, right? So that's total 3. And then, you know, as far as the individual altcoins, some good gainers today. We had some good bounces today after yesterday was a red day. We had Solana that came up about 12% today. So shout out to Solana. I'll give the Solana as a nice little pump song, at least for the day. Back up to 17. You know, you still got some work to do, right? We haven't really gone anywhere, but I'll give you it. If you bought Solana at the lows, I mean, at this point, you're already up 60% on that buy. So I got to give you a little bit of a pump song for the Solanaers. I am not a Solanaer, but I salute the Solanaers today, baby. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, bro. If you bought some Solana on this wick. I know some of you guys long the Solana on that wick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Solanaers. Remember when we used to do this all the time? Remember when we used to do that all the time? Shit. All right, so yeah, Solana got a nice move up today. You're kind of coming up to resistance, so like don't get your panties in a bunch, but nice move, right? Nice move. Something you want to see to start a potential. You want to be basically just making higher lows at this point, right? So at any pullback, want to make a higher low. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash up another 10% today. This thing has no chill. I always got to mention it. I know it's not everyone's favorite coin. It's kind of the most hated coin right now. But nonetheless, it's up, right? We don't hate things just because they're up. So Bitcoin Cash up another 10%. Shout out to the Bitcoin Cashers.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Pepe up about 7%. So shout out to you if you bought Pepe at the white box. Pulling back a little bit, but it hit this resistance. So Pepe pulling back a little bit from a local resistance. That's okay. We might come down and come into that white box again potentially if Bitcoin's going to see a pullback in here. We might see Pepe pull back into the white box, so don't be surprised if we see that. And yeah, I mean, DYDX was up a good amount today. Aave, VeChain, EGLD, some good gainers today overall across the board. After we need a little rebound from yesterday. Yesterday was a big red day, so good rebound from yesterday. We have stock markets that bounce today, which is nice. We needed some relief on the stock market, man. Even though it's been up only all year, you know what I mean. But stock market's got a little bit of a bounce today, which is good. We've got stock market futures that are up. So that's good, and we had a dollar that is coming up, but I think the dollar is approaching resistance in here. Let me zoom in. Yeah, the dollar is approaching back up to the retracement levels. I think the dollar's got a little bit more upside, but I think it's going to get rejected from this resistance again, up at the 618, 702, up in this region like it typically does. So that's what we kind of got going on. I think the dollar gets rejected. I think the stock market, probably just ends up keep flagging out in here. And Bitcoin, we just keep working this until eventually we get that break, which I think every day we're just getting people taking profits. It's less people taking profits, less people taking profits, less people taking profits. And eventually we're going to break through that 31K resistance. Anyways, back to talking about people's thighs, because that's what we do best. We talk about people's thighs. That's what we do today. Smack the like. Shout out to Interactive, man. Interactive always telling people to smack the likes. He tells people to smack the likes more than I do because I hate telling people to do anything. I hate it, man. I hate spamming likes. I hate telling people to subscribe. I hate telling people to use my affiliate links in the description. I hate doing that shit. So thank you. Whoever does that in the chat, thank you guys. You guys are the absolute studs. Because I hate doing that shit. I should do that more. But at the end of the day, I wish YouTube didn't work like that, where you like, okay, hit the likes, guys. It's like that shouldn't what it be about is shilling likes. But I guess that's every social media. That's at the end of the day. Psycho Pearl said I only buy blow off tops. Me too, man. Those were the best gains come in, is the blow off tops. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. QM said Charles hopelessly is full of shit. I love how people either love ADA or hate ADA, man. It's like, I know the real reason why people either love it or hate it. It's usually you know, I know how it is. If you lost money on something, you hate it. If you made money on something, you love it. That's usually how the crypto market works. You know what I mean? And ADA was that 2021 coin, which kind of sucked a lot of people in at the high. So that's I think that's a big reason why a lot of people hate ADA. I think a lot of people just hate Charles Hoskinson as well. I could be wrong about that, though. I don't know. I think Charles is the G, man. Charles is the freaking G, right? When Charles comes on, you listen. Where is he? Where's my guy, Charles? He's always a good time in here. Where's Charles, man? Hold on, guys. I need to get Charles in this bitch. I'm gonna find my Charles guy. Where is he, man? Oh my lord, where's Charles? Oh, we can use this one. What's going on, guys? It's Hoskinson. Yeah, I'm looking for aliens on my ship here. We went to go find the Titanic, and you know, I think we're going to be updating some Cardano with some alien technology. So you guys need to make sure you're watching for the next Cardano update, because we're actually going to be implementing the alien technology that we found over there from the alien spaceship. All right. So make sure you guys are paying attention to Cardano, because we have many updates, smart contracts. And we're going to have many dApps on the Cardano system. We're going to have more dApps on Cardano than Ethereum is going to have within the next year. Mark my words. All right. So I'm going to go work on Cardano, implement that alien technology we found, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. All right, there we go. I couldn't find the OG Charles, but that one works. That one works just as good. Meeker said, "Hey, can you do KDA?" I could do KDA, man. I just be careful of people in the chat. People love crapping on ADA. I mean, I do too. People love crapping on KDA in the chat. So just make sure you're, you know, if you're looking in the chat, just make sure you're prepared to get trolled. Just make sure you're prepared to get trolled in the chat if we're going to look at KDA, because people are going to say, "Oh, it looks like shit." You guys crack me up, man. Anyways, QM said you lost weight. I guess. I take that as a compliment, QM. QM says, I am skinnier than Charles Hoskinson. Thank you, man. You're the stud. KDA. Well, let's just, I mean, we should probably just go to the weekly. I mean, that's really the only thing that matters at this point. KDA, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, like, this is not my favorite chart. Like, for me with KDA, you're so low, but like, what's low? You know what I mean? Like, we thought at 1.150 was low. Now it's at 57 cents. So the thing with this one is there's so many other charts that I like better than this one. I'm not talking about the project. I'm just strictly talking about the damn chart. There's just so many charts I like better than this one. It's hard for me to get really excited about this chart, because the thing is it's already finding major weakness in here after that pump up I had last week, right? The thing is, you know, I don't want to be too bearish, because if I'm relatively bullish on the other things, that means Cardano will probably hold up too. So I don't want to be overly bearish. It's just that there's many other altcoin charts I prefer than this one. It just doesn't have that same structure, right? What do I look for? I look for the range, right? I look for, you know, a hit to the low, second hit to the low, third hit to the low. I want to be scooping up stuff for my long-term bags on that third hit to the low. And I just don't see that on this chart, you know? I don't see that on this chart. I just see kind of down, up, you know, down, up. I don't see a nice range that gets me pumped, you know? So, I mean, for me personally, I wouldn't touch Cardano. Not saying you might think it's a great project. It might be the greatest project ever. I'm just looking at the chart, though, in my personal opinion. And there's many stuff I'd rather touch than this one. With just the way this currently one looks. Just make sure you're just make sure you're prepared for all the trolls in the chat are gonna go, "That thing looks like." You're gonna have all the vultures coming into the chat after Cardano, man. So just be careful. on that one. But hey, man, like I always like to say, sometimes the most hated coins can pump the most. So if you believe in this, believe in it, because I've seen crazier things happen, right? I've seen Doge be the best gainer in 2021. That was a hated rally at the time. I've seen, just in the last few weeks, I've seen Bitcoin Cash pump. That's a hated rally right now. I've seen hated shit pump, right? So just if you believe in the project, and block out the noise. But I will say that's not my favorite chart, though. I will say that. I will say that for sure. That thing looks like... Oh, man. I do, you vultures. That's why I warned them. I warned them when we looked at it. I was like, God, man, if you're going to ask for Cadena, just be ready for the guys in the chat. They're going to be coming after you. Huge warning. Warning. Right?
Rant alert.
There's some coins you just got to be careful when you're asking for. You know what I mean? Let's see. Buy more at 0.05. Hell yeah, bro. Buy more at 0.05. All right, Bitcoin's actually holding up pretty well in here. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I don't know what that... Listen, I don't know what the hell's Bitcoin's going to do in here. It's you know, all I can say with Bitcoin is we're at like where we typically are right now after this like one structure, rise, second structure, dip, rise. We're at that last little consolidation point. I just don't know if we're here and we're about to see the rise now, or if we have to kind of still chop around for a little bit, like we did in 2015, where we could just be like somewhere like this, where we might have to still kind of chop around, even get maybe a little bit of a dip down to like 28K, and then kind of work our way up slowly. I don't know which one. I lean the first one just because I think the ETF news is enough to push us through that resistance now. But it could be number two, right? It could be number two. So if it's number two, just be prepared for that. Either way, I think we're going higher. It just might, you know, one option is we go now, another option is we go later. You know, trying to predict time is like trying to be like, yeah, who's the superhero in the Avengers that can like go through time and like go through like the time warps and shit. If you guys are into the Avengers, you know who I'm talking about. No, not Doctor. Is it Doctor? Or is it Mr.? No, it's like Doctor or Mr. Doctor Strange. That you're trying to be like Doctor Strange by knowing, okay, Bitcoin's going to pump right now. We have no clue. Don't be Doctor Strange, right? Be Superman. Be Superman. Holy crap, look at the pit stains today, boys. We are rolling in those pit stains today, boys. Holy guacamole. We got some nice stains. I was told that pit stains, the more pit stains you have, the higher testosterone you have. Just putting it out there. I'm just letting you know. It could totally be false, but I heard if the bigger pit stains you have, the more testosterone you have. So for all you guys who else have pit stains out there, have pride in your pit stains, because that means you have so much testosterone in your damn body. All right. Take pride in your pit stains. You know what I mean? Anyways, we have the monthly close coming up tomorrow. So let's real quick just talk about Bitcoin's high time frame. So we have monthly expirations tomorrow for stock market and Bitcoin tomorrow. So expect some shenanigans tomorrow. And that's why I'm leaving it open for Bitcoin to actually still get a pullback tomorrow, because I know it's the monthly close. And I know we always get shenanigans on the damn monthly close. All right? So here's the deal with this. We go to the weekly. Weekly still looks phenomenal, right? We're at a resistance point, but at the same point, you know, we just look at this from a logical perspective. Bounce off the 50, continuation. We know what that means for Bitcoin in the past. We've talked about this probably 50 times. And the other thing we haven't really talked about in the past yet is how this is the range low of that previous range from 2021. And if we act as this is the range high, like this,
what would be a good entry price on GR?
Like this, right? So if we look at all this is a range, right? Low, high, low, high, low. Okay, all this is a range. You can see that Bitcoin right now is at that support level that we're now acting as resistance. But if we can get through there, if you know, if you guys are into deviations, if you guys are into breaking back into ranges, you know that when you enter back into a range, you target the mid-range first, right? And I believe the mid-range is coming in, I believe it's like 45K. I think it's around 45K. Actually, it's I can probably use a Fibonacci here. This is probably help me. Yeah, right here actually. It's actually at this peak right here at 48K, right? So the mid-range comes in right there at 48K. Doesn't look like the mid-range because we're on log scale, so just keep that in mind. But you normally would actually target that mid-range, and that kind of marks up with everything we've been looking at, right? Because, okay, the mid-range of this range also is, if we take the range high from the range low, where does that mid-range come into? Look at that. It comes in exactly at that 0.618 Fibonacci, my friends. And that's why I do believe when we break through this, we will eventually see these kind of mid to high 40K levels at some point this year, right? I do believe we're going to see that. Now then, after that, we could see a pullback all the way back down to 30K. But I do think we're going up to there at some point this year, right? For many different reasons. And this is just kind of the way I'm looking at the market. And it's honestly, right, you could look at this as one big deviation down here, right? And that would be pretty dope, right? That would be pretty dope. So let's do this shit, man. I'm ready for it, man. I've waited long enough.
We're going to the moon.
I don't want to wait another week. I don't want to wait another month. I don't want to wait another couple days. But, obviously we got to break through. So let's do this, man. Let's do this, bro. Everything lines up to like right here, bro. We've talked about, the pi cycle top indicator where we typically come up and test this in the second year of the cycle. Where is that right now? 45K, but also it's pointing up. So if every week that goes by, this will continue up, and that's probably going to end up right at that 48K level as well. So if this takes a few weeks and this also comes up into here, there you go. You have the 3 indicators that have marked tops in that second year of the cycle, all coming in at that same exact freaking level, right? And I know that seems far away. You know what I mean? I know that seems far away. I know that seems like that's not gonna. There's no way that could happen. That's impossible, right? But just remember, I just want everyone to remember this. Everyone says things are impossible, including me. I've said things are impossible to the downside, and we've actually far exceeded the things that I even thought were possible to the downside, right? Bears earlier this year. Impossible we get a pump. Where's the money going to come from? Bitcoin does 100% move in 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So when people say things are impossible, like nothing's impossible, right? So just make sure you understand that. We've all said things are impossible, whether we're bullish or bearish. And a lot of times when you say things are impossible, and people think you're dumb for calling for something, it's usually because they're biased in whatever way they're looking at, because that's what everyone's talking about. That's what everyone's saying, So just keep that in mind. But everything's kind of, to me, pointing up to this like mid-high 48K level for Bitcoin. Like I said, I can't predict time. I don't know if it's going to happen in a month. I don't know if it's going to happen in 4 months. I don't know. But I think we're eventually going to make our way up there, man. And I think it's going to be a fun little ride. There's going to be the times where we're going to get dumps on the way, and it's going to seem hopeless, and there's going to be more FUD, right? As this moves up, we're probably going to pull back in here, and, we're probably, the government's selling all their Bitcoin, and we're going to get a pullback, and everyone sells the low again, and then we come up, and there's going to be more FUD and more FUD. Every low, there's going to be a FUD, just like FTX low is a FUD, just like banking crisis low is a FUD, just like Binance getting sued was FUD. And those all marked lows in the market, right? So, cool stuff, man. I went on my little rant for the day. Are we at the daily close yet? Like, shit.
It's the daily close.
I just had a spaz attack. I don't know why that gets me so pumped, man. I just had like a little spaz attack. Just ignore me, man. I think it's me doing too many deadlifts today. It's too many deadlifts. So like now my legs want a dead cat bounce. They want to have a little bit of a dead cat bounce. So I apologize for my little spaz attack there, guys. Anyways, what is Jordan having for dinner tonight? Well, I am having a pizza tonight. Okay, I am having a pizza tonight. Maj made me actually some nice mashed potatoes today. I had some beautiful mashed potatoes today. Oh my God, those were so good. Oh my God, there's nothing better than some homemade mashed potatoes, let me tell you. Holy guacamole. You guys can probably make some good mashed potatoes too. I am horrible at making mashed potatoes, okay? One, because I'm lazy to peel the potatoes. That's the main part of me not liking not making my mashed potatoes. I'm lazy to peel them. I'm lazy to squash them. And I'm lazy to cook them. But that's how I am. I'm lazy to cook some things, but then other things like that take harder, or longer. I'm not lazy cooking. Like, I love cooking meat, which you could argue actually takes longer than doing some of that other stuff. I hate cutting vegetables. I don't know what it is, man. I hate cutting vegetables, and man. So what I do is I eat a lot of avocados. What I do is I cut the avocado. Yeah, I'm that basic white bitch. The basic white bitch who eats avocados. What I basically do is the basic white bitches do this. I'm a basic white bitch. I cut the avocado and I basically just squeeze it out like this. I squeeze it out like that. So I don't have to get a fork and freaking do it, but let's go. Jordan's gonna eat the entire pizza like Java. You already know that I am, man. Listen, when you get a pizza, you gotta go off. You know what I'm saying? By law said, please check out Shib. I could check out Shib for you, my man. Absolutely, bro. Shib, I think actually has a good looking chart, but I'll take a look. And then we had Deanna who said, what would be a good entry for GRT? I'll check out GRT as well. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the absolute studs.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I think Shib actually has, I think it has the same structure as a lot of these other ones. Let me take a look at Shib. So here's Shib, right? Shib's an interesting chart, right? I think when you look at this, what do you got? Well, let's just start with a fresh chart in here because we don't even need this, right? Let's just look at what we got in here. What do we got for Shib and Nichi? Well, we're back to these 2021 lows in here, right? We're back to those 2021 lows. We actually got a spike into those 2021 lows, right? So that's major weekly support coming in there. Now, what have we kind of done in here? Well, we have gotten, right? Technically speaking, we've gotten the 1, 2, right? So we look for that big year-long bear market, right? We wait for that first up thrust, the second up thrust. Now we've gotten that third low in there for Shib, right? So we've gotten basically, this is the structure we want to see. Now, the only issue I have with this one versus some other ones is we haven't broken back above that second low yet. And typically in these structures, you actually want to break back above that second low, right? So that second low is right there. So you can see we kind of came up, got rejected from that second low still, right? We haven't gotten above it. For me personally, and I know everyone has a different strategy. Some people like to buy as low as possible. I want to see some strength as in Shib being able to get back into the range, right? Can Shib get above that second low? If it can, then all of a sudden this is Wyckoff accumulation. We can argue it's not all we want, right? But this is literally the structure that you look for at a low. Is the first low, second low, third low. We actually had this back here for Shib just on the daily, right? If we go to the daily back here, peep this out, peep this out. All the way back here in 2021, we had the same thing going on in here, right? We came down, we made a first low, we made a second low, right? See that? We came down, we made the third low. That third low took out the second low, see? Right there, that third low took out that second low on the daily. That marked the low. We chopped in here for a little bit longer, and then boom, right? Classic Wyckoff in here, right? That's your classic Wyckoff. So you have the same structure now on the weekly that you did back there on the daily. Now what we need to see is, does this Shib have enough to get back above this low? And if it does, I mean, that's what you look for. I mean, just based off pure textbook. Now, you could always be wrong. Listen, this could always be wrong. And okay, But you see, if you get back above that second low, that looks like just like the Chainlink chart. And yeah, I did tell you I bought Chainlink. It looks just like the Bitcoin Cash chart, which has already gone up. I bought Bitcoin Cash at that same spot. Ethereum Classic looks like this. I bought Ethereum Classic. If SHIB gets back above this, it looks like all those three charts. You know, doesn't mean it's going to the moon right now. As you know, we could still chop in here for a little bit, but just take the structure for what it is. And that's the structure. You know what I mean? Let's see. Hope the shippers can get out of break even. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, and guys, when I'm talking about these, I'm not necessarily talking about the individual coin. Like, am I a big SHIB fan? Not really. I'm not a big SHIB guy. Like, I wouldn't buy SHIB. All I'm saying is for someone that believes in SHIB, right? Just strictly based off the chart. The chart looks pretty good, right? I'm not a big fan of SHIB. Like, there's other meme coins and stuff that I'd rather hold than SHIB. Let's go, Pepe. Give me the frog, boy.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Look at the pit stains, man. Look at the pure adrenaline pumping through this man. You know? Let's get Pepe the frog up, man. But no, the chart, I mean, it's textbook. It's textbook. It's just hey man, I mean, it's SHIB. You know what I mean? So take it that way it is. If you believe in SHIB, chart looks good though. And then what was the other one? GRT? GRT. See if this. GRT's a little bit different. I mean, it's a different structure as some of the other ones. So this one's a little bit more iffy just because it doesn't have what I look for. It doesn't mean it's not going to bounce. I mean, if I think everything else is going to bounce at some point, right, in the near future. Yo, shout out to the frogs, though. Shout out to my frog homies. Who's a frog homie? Let me know in the chat. Who's a frog homie? Before we talk about GRT, real quick, who else is a frog homie in the chat? Let me know. Let's get a song rolling for the frog homies. This song's pretty good. I actually like the intro song we played today. That was getting me hyped. The intro song was getting me hyped. Let's play that. This one sucks. Let's play that. What was it? Oh, this one. This one. Because what are we going to do with Pepe in 2024 and 2025? Let's go, man. Shout out to all the Pepe homies, man. I hope next year, right? Pepe starts going off, and we can all just be like, "Let's go, man! They got the frog." We got to make some more frog memes for the stream, man. I'm gonna have the frog memes ready to go for 2024 and 2025. We're gonna have a lot of frog memes. All right. Anyways, let's talk about some GRT. GRTizzle. What do we got going for GRTizzle? Well, for GRTizzle, we got, I mean, we basically came back down to those June lows. This one's been holding up better than the other ones. So, like, for me, this is not typically the structure I look for, right? Though, like, I kind of always come back to this. If I think everything else is going to be entering the Wyckoff, the third low in the Wyckoff, then I probably expect GRT, like this June low is probably somewhere near the low. Though, like, for me, it's tough. It's tough because typically I'd want to see this actually get taken out, this second low get taken out. I just don't know if you're going to get that low, right? So if Bitcoin does what I think it's going to do, I just don't know if you get GRT get into freaking 4 cents. You know, I just don't think you see that. So for me, what I would do is, let's pull a fib in here. Okay, so you came down to that 7.8. The 786 fib is also these previous lows. I don't think this would be a horrible entry. It's a little bit more risky, right, than some of the other ones that have a nice clean range. But that if you get another opportunity at like 8 cents or so, 8.5 cents, that might be an interesting area right there, right? 8.5, 9, right at this June low right there. That's an interesting point. Just be wary that it doesn't have the same structure as the other one, so like it still could retrace lower just because you haven't tested that November low yet, right? But my thing is, if the timeline I'm looking at plays out, then I would probably expect this one to bounce too. You know, that's the interesting one with the ones that I don't think have the full structure yet. Is like, will these ones dump if the rest of the market goes up? Just doesn't make any sense. You know, so that's kind of GRT in here. I think this green box could be an interesting opportunity in there. But you know, it's not my favorite structure to be, you know, throwing money into it just yet. You know, let's see. Kind of sloppy inverse head and shoulders. It's very sloppy. This is like, you got the ogre shoulder in here. I don't know if I would call this inverse head and shoulders. You could. I mean, if you really want to, you could say, okay, a little bit of a left shoulder. He's got a small left shoulder, man. He needs to do more shoulder presses on this left shoulder, man, because this thing is weak. And then he's got the head. He's got a nice head. And then this right shoulder, man. I don't know what he's doing with this right shoulder, but he is really pushing those weights on that right shoulder. He's doing front flies. He's doing side flies. He's doing some rear delts every day. He's going off on this right shoulder. So I don't know if I would call it head and shoulders, but similar structure at the end of the day, you know. But yeah, so that's GR Tizzle. That's GR Tizzle. He's only working that one hand. He's only going off on that one freaking shoulder, bro. Oh Lord. Bitcoin Cash. Oh! Let's go. Let's freaking go, man. I gotta do it for Bitcoin Cash. I gotta do it, guys. I'm sorry. Come on, hurry up with the damn thing. I'm waiting for the damn spaceship. Why is this? Let's go, Bitcoin Cash. Let's go, bro. My best dart throw ever. My best dart throw in the history of dart throws. Let's get this shit, bro. Hold on. Let me get off this screen. Let's go, man. The best dart throw I've ever had in my life. Clint, that's Clint's favorite saying. I love Clint, man. He's the best. I love Clint. Anyways, BCH. Man, we're up another 13% today. Let's get this shit, man. This thing has been going absolutely berserk. The target that I have for is 280. We're actually getting pretty close to there. 280 is where I'm looking at, though. Bro, I mean, dude, Bitcoin Cash. The thing with Bitcoin Cash, though, and I know, listen, I know no one wants to hear about Bitcoin Cash because everyone hates Bitcoin Cash right now. I get it, man. I've been there. But the thing about Bitcoin Cash is now that you're here, what have you done? You've actually reclaimed this 2020 low, right? Where you broke below the 2020 low. Now you're back above that 2020 low, right? So, like, now it's fair game. You know what I mean? So, okay, you probably get a little resistance here at 280. That's my guess. That was my overall target right there at 280. But as you approach there, right, maybe you get a little pullback back down to support here, right, and then you kind of come back up like this. That thing's absolutely insane right now. Let's go, man. So shout out to the Bitcoin cashers. I am a Bitcoin casher. I never thought I'd see the day, but hey, sometimes you got to be a chameleon. You got to be able to change with the market. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Bitcoin Cash, baby. We in this shit.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Let's go. Look at the volume on that shit, man. That's crazy. We're matching the same volume as 2021 on Bitcoin Cash. That's insane volume coming in. Oh, Lord. What else we got? Anything else happening in here? Bitcoin's not really doing much. Surprised. So that's what we got on Bitcoin Cash. Solana actually still trying to get a move up a little bit, it seems like. Solana's squeezing higher. Let's go. Let's get the Solaners some action, man. I'm ready to get the Solaners a little bit of a...
Rant alert.
The Solanzos. Can we get a little Solanzos, a little pumpy pump? Solanzo's back above this low right here. That's a good sign. Solanzo back above this low. Looks like you're actually going to close the daily above this March low, which that's actually a good sign for Solanzo. So let's go. Come on, Solanzos.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
So now that you're reclaimed here, boom, which you had a little resistance on there. Now you swung it. That is a good sign there. Really good sign for Solana. I would be surprised if Solana kind of... it's a weird freaking range. Probably here. Whoops. This is just a weird range for Solana. It's like a messy range, but it's a range. I mean, you always want to look at the first support as the real support. So I would say there, around 20 bucks. You probably find a little bit up there. I mean, I would assume if Bitcoin's going to hold the line here. No, I would not be surprised at that at all. Mr. Hart said XRP is going to rip. XRP, let's go look at XRP. That's a good one. XRP, which has been just consolidating for a little bit, which, dude, XRP was moving very, very, like, XRP was outpacing the whole market a couple months ago, right? So basically, it's kind of just chilling now. But if we go back to XRP, as it allows the rest of the market to kind of settle in, where is XRP? Where is it? I can't find it. Huh. Here it is. XRP. So XRP, look at that. Okay, so here's XRP. Now, I like this area right here for XRP. Why do I like this area? Well, if we look at since the beginning of this year, January 1st, where we ripped down to this low, okay? That marked the low right there at January 1st, where we had to stay in a hat, and we were going nuts, right? That marked the low. We came up, made a higher low. Came up, made a higher low. Came up. Look where XRP is now. You are sitting right on top of that support where we've gotten 1, 2, 3 bounces. So we've talked about how XRP squeezing in here, man. You got this resistance, you got this upward sloping support. Something's gonna have to give here, you know, within the next, you know. Actually, you know what's funny about this? When I look at this chart, this little thing in here actually is in closing mid-August. What is the deadline for the first ETF? Mid-August. And something's got to give in here for XRP by mid-August. Something's got to give, man. Right? So, yeah. I mean, I think you got to take these highs out. You know? You got to take these highs out. Even if you think it's going lower, I think you take the highs out first. Just to take out all the longs up there. Or all the shorts up there. But, yeah, man. Something's got to give. Right? We're going to have patience with this one. My entry was right here for XRP, so I'm just sort of chilling in it, and we're kind of just chilling and waiting on this one, man. This is one I'm just gonna freaking sit on because this one's more of a time play and more of a gamble, I guess, at this point, if we want to call it that. We go to the 4 hour here. Yeah, you're getting a nice little bounce off there. Yeah, so that's where I expect to bounce right off this trend line again, but. Like I said, you either got to break this resistance, you got to break the support in the next month and a half or something. So let's do this, bro. But you're getting close, man. Come on, man. I want it for the XRPers, man. Listen, I'm not a huge XRPer. I'm a very, very small fish in the I don't even say the XRP army. I'm a very, very small XRPer. But for the XRPers that have to wait so long, I want it to go up for them, man. I want the XRPers to win. They deserve a win, man. They do. They do. I don't care what you think. The XRPers deserve a win. They look like this right now. They've gone through 3 years of nothing. 3 years of false promises and hope. What the frick, man? XRP army! The XRP case is going to be settled any day now. Any day. Any friggin' day. Bitcoin said that the settlement is coming within 2 weeks. Yeah, he said that like 8 times. But it's coming. It's coming, guys. You know, he might have just did that video for views. He might have did that video to get views, but the XRP case settlement is coming, guys. It has to at some point, like, right? Right? I have all my money in XRP. I don't own any other cryptos. I missed the whole last bull run because I was in XRP. Christ, man. The Hinman emails. The Hinman emails. They said ETH was a security in the Hinman emails. Blockchain backers said that XRP is going to the moon any day now. Any day. You gotta have a little fun with the XRPers, man. Listen, I own XRP, so like it's not. We're just having a little fun with the XRPers, man. Listen, I've been an XRPer many times. I've been let down many times. I'm probably gonna be let down again. Oh Lord! All right. Anyways. Anyways, that. I know the XRP army hates me. They hate me from last bull market too. They hate me from last bull market too. I will never be forgived. That's okay though. That's okay. It is what it is. XRP will overtake ETH. Oh Lord, dude, what Kool-Aid are you drinking, man? Like, who's telling you this? Anyways, now listen, I'm actually bullish on XRP, right? I do think something's coming soon based off the charts, right? The charts usually tell you something's coming before it does. But at the same time, I wouldn't be drinking the Kool-Aid that XRP is going to overtake Ethereum's market cap. I don't know who's telling you that, but by all means, I mean, if you want to believe it, just believe it. By all means. Let's see. I made money on XRP last bull run, 600% gains. Yeah, it went up a little bit. It went up, for sure. Anderson said, I'm bullish on Luna Classic. Can't say much. Dude, we're all bullish on bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, we're all bullish on bullshit. I'm just having a little fun, you know? I'm having a little fun. It's gonna get under their skin a little bit. Everyone likes to get under my skin, so I get under people's skin a little bit, which is cool. Let's see. KDA, let's effing go. Was it getting a little pump? I'll take that all day, man. Where's KDA? I don't see it. I don't see it. All right, we got the daily close, guys. Daily close. Daily close shenanigans.
The daily close.
We are now on the monthly close candle, guys. So it's the monthly close today. Expect shenanigans. Expect some crazy shit happening right now because it's not just the daily close. It's not just the monthly close. It's also futures expirations. Okay? It's futures expirations. It's the last Friday of the month combined with the monthly close. That is some absolute shenanigans waiting to happen. So don't be surprised to see some wacky price action over the course of the next. I would say over the course of the next. I would say 24 hours. I would expect some wacky price action in this bitch. Whether it's, you know, we're like I said, who knows what the hell we're gonna do here, right? We're at that point where, you know, we've seen this price action before. We've seen this price action before. We've seen us just pump from here straight to the moon, right? This would show us getting to like 35K or something straight up over the course of the next couple days, or we're at that point where we've done this before, and we're actually eventually going to see a pullback to about 28K, right? But either way, it leads to the same thing. It's just kind of the path that we get there is a little bit different. So, like I said, I have really no conviction in the short term right now. It's a very choppy market. It's hard to sort of predict the short term at the moment. But what I'll say is, whatever direction that we go, right? We get a pullback first and go up, or we just go up from here. I do think I got to see some higher prices, and I'm ready for it. We're going to be partying like the USA in here. We're going to be playing the pump scene. We're going to be playing the pump song. We're going to be having the moon helmet on, Santa hat, all that shit. Unless, we get something that kills our dreams. We don't want something that kills our dreams. You know what I mean? We're going to keep talking altcoins. As they all kind of, I check the altcoins every day. As I see one that I like, I'm going to point it out to you guys. I've already pointed out a few of them to you. And we're just kind of waiting on those, man. I don't think those are going to the moon like right this second, but I think a lot of them are showing signs of Wyckoff. And, as much as everyone hates Bitcoin Cash, it's the perfect example of the Wyckoff, right? It's the perfect example of the Wyckoff, of the first low, the second low, the third lower low, and then the shoot up. Now, you might not see this initial shoot up like this. You'll probably have a more gradual move up, in my opinion. But this is the perfect example of this, right? And it's why I've pointed out some of them, like Chainlink as an example. Same structure. You're probably not going to go up straight to the moon like Bitcoin Cash did, but I'm seeing that same structure happening for Chainlink in here. I'm seeing that same structure for Ethereum Classic that we talked about. We talked about SHIB just a little bit. I'm not a big SHIB fan, but SHIB has the same structure too. We talked about what's some other one? Even XLM. Like XLM had this going on in here. 1, 2, 3, and you already saw XLM get the shoot up from that low, right? So you've already seen some of them already shoot up 50, 60, 70, some of them 300% from that third low already. I think it's a matter of time where, okay, Bitcoin gets that next leg. I think you're going to see a lot of them start to catch up. Not Bitcoin Cash style, but a slow, more gradual move to the upside is my personal opinion as we sort of work our way through. And not all of them are kind of in that same situation. You're still kind of fiddling around with some of them as we kind of look through. I look through these all the time. So as I see them, I'll point them out. But that's what we got. Yo, shout out to you, Anderson. Anderson's my homie, man. Anderson's always the homie, man. He's always in the frickin' Discord chat in there. You gotta love it. Great. Only $28 more and I make my money back. Chris said, Jordan, Bitcoin Cash is trash. Now Bitcoin Cash is the future. Oh, facts. But the thing is, are you in this money? Listen, if a chart looks good, okay? So I'm a charter guy. I'm not a fundamentals guy, okay? I don't really believe, and I know this is not going to be a thing, I don't really believe in a lot of cryptocurrencies fundamentals, okay? I believe in Bitcoin, I believe in Ethereum, but of the altcoins, I'm a chart guy. So if I like a chart, right, even if I hate the shit out of Bitcoin Cash is a piece of trash. But if the chart looks good, I'm going to buy it, right? Ethereum Classic, piece of trash. But if the chart looks good, I'm going to buy it, right? That's just how it is. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, I'm a big Bitcoin guy when it comes to fundamentals. I think Bitcoin has the best fundamentals out of every coin. And that's why it's the biggest one. So, yeah, I mean, you got to choose. Are you a fundamentals guy or are you a chart guy? You know? And that's gonna change your mind on different stuff, you know? Like FTT, which FTX went bankrupt 6 months ago, and you have FTT pumping today. You know, like, right? Why? Let's look at FTT, right? We haven't even looked at that today. Let's go look at FTT. Why is FTT pumping today? Oh, look at this. It's another example, right? And I think the rest of the market will catch up to these, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, right? So these coins that no one really wants are pumping, right? But what's the common denominator in all these? They all have the same structure. Look, it's the same structure too. First low, come down. Second low, come down for that third low. Take out that second low and that first low. Boom, third low. Bam! Right up to the upside, right? They all have that same thing going on, right? So yes, it's a shit coin. FTT is an absolute shit coin. Like Bob would be pissed at me right now for saying that. He would be pissed at me right now, okay? Horse guy probably FOMO'd into this. Jordan, do not call FTT a shit coin. I bought this today. Do not do that. It will pump without you, okay? You're just mad because you did not FOMO into it too, all right? I am up 10% on FTT after FOMOing, okay? So if you want to be like me, just FOMO, okay? FOMO, guys, FOMO into coins that are already pumping. That is the move right now. No, but FTT, you know, it's about the price action. It's not really about the coin. You know what I mean? And you could go through all of them. It is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Matic a big boy too? Oh, Matic's a big boy. Matic's a big boy. I think Matic, the issue is, I think you just have all these exchanges that are going out just selling all their Matic. And you notice how all these big exchanges and stuff are holding so much Matic. So there's a lot of sell pressure on Matic, bro. You know, like there's a shitload of sell pressure on Matic right now. And I think you actually have the Robinhood. What, God, some of you guys, one of you guys probably knows. When is Robinhood selling all their Matic? When is Robinhood selling all those like forcing their customers to sell the security tokens? Does anyone know in the chat? I would have to look at that. But I think Matic also has a little bit of sell pressure because of that too. But yeah, man, the layer twos. And also, and Matic just has so much competition now. Now you got competition with Arbitrum. Now you got competition with Optimism as far as L2s. There's just a shitload of competition now with Matic too. You know? Oh, Trader JX said they already did? Oh, okay. Never mind. They already did. They already did. So don't worry about that. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry. Never mind. Jordan's an idiot. They already sold all their Matic. I'm an idiot. You know, you might as well freaking call me an idiot now, right? Shit. All right, I gotta take back my statement. I'm gonna turn to George real quick. I am George. We're all George. Guys, today I'm gonna talk about why Matic all the sell pressure is gone from Matic and why Matic will go up to $5 in the next 3 months. Let's jump on in. So, guys, welcome. Matic is getting ready for a massive run, guys. All the sell pressure is gone, okay? We've had all the exchanges sell off. We've had Robinhood sell off all their Matic. The sell pressure is gone, my friends. And the big institutions are now ready to jump into Matic. All the big companies in the world are about ready to FOMO into Matic, okay? As Bitcoin moves up, they will FOMO into Matic, and it will go to $5 any day now, all right? So strap on. We're going to go up any day now. Get ready for it, guys. Just continue to DCA, continue to hodl, and we'll get there. All right. I'm out, guys. You know, if you enjoyed the stream, smack up that like. 2 streams every day, 10:30 and 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm out of here, guys. Peace. Holy! There he goes in his Lambo. There he goes in his Lambo. Scorpion said, "That's not George." You sound like the little kid from Elf. No, you sound like Elf. Oh, holy guacamole! Holy guacamole! We got someone loud over here, man. Holy! Who's out there, Mosh? Definitely not a peaceful florist like you, that's for sure. All right, anyways, what was I saying? Oh, dude, Java is out there. Java is out there. He's on the run from the police still, from shorting all the Bitcoin on Bybit. Anyways, what was I saying, bro? I was gonna say something. Oh my god. It was a good thought, too. Oh, it is. It'll come back to me. It usually does. I forget what I was saying. Oh, Lord. Glad it's over. Me too, me too. Perfect timing. All right. Anyways, we got FTT coming up. Solana's still coming up a little bit. That's good. We got Hex. That's up a little bit. Other than that, not too much in the new day. I mean, it's only been 15 minutes, so I'm not surprised. This Bitcoin kind of just waddles in here, man. The volatility is getting lower and lower and lower. I wouldn't be surprised if the BBWP is getting really, really tight. Should we check the BBWP, guys? We like the BBWP. Check the BBWP in the short term here. Oh, man. The BBWP is getting pretty low. The BBWP is getting pretty low. You know what that means, guys. You know what that means. Volatility is inbound. And it's the monthly close tomorrow, so it's a perfect setup. Last time it was down here, you obviously got this nice squeeze from like 30K to 31K. The time before that was right here at this low, right? Big squeeze. Time before that was actually right here. Get a nice squeeze. So volatility is getting low on that 1 hour time frame, bro. A lot of times that can mean you're going to get some good volatility coming. 4 hour. Nah, 4 hours is actually still pretty low too. And the 1 hour is probably shot. Oh yeah, that 1 hour. You're getting that blue bar on that 1 hour, man. Last time you got the blue bar on the 1 hour, you got actually a nice little 15-minute pickle that came up right here. So I'm expecting some volatility tomorrow, bro. As we get tighter and tighter and tighter in this little symmetrical triangle in here. All right, let's get rid of the BBWP. Enough with the damn BBWP. The BBWP. Chris said, "Look at that BBW." Look at that BBW. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Bro, who said BBW? BBW? Joe, why are you talking about that on your stream? You know that gets me going. Christ. Holy shit, I can see my penis for the first time in 10 years. It's a miracle. The BBWP! Oh, Lord! Alright. Let's see. We're looking at across the markets here. NASDAQ futures are still up. That's good. That's good. That's really, really good. Yo! Now I'm just screaming for no reason. Alright, let's see what the fear and greed is at. Fear and greed is at, drum roll please. Oh, we got the fear and greed at 56, so we're still at a little bit neutral in here. That's cool. That's cool. Anyways, I'm gonna chill out and talk to you guys because we're kind of know what we're waiting for now. So I'm just gonna chill out and talk to you guys in the chat for the rest of the stream. We've talked enough about Bitcoin and stuff for the last hour and 15 minutes. You guys know my gist at this point. I think I've explained my gist enough. You guys have enough gist from me at this point. Let's talk some stuff. Let's talk some stuff. Joey said, dude's brain is a supercomputer. It is. It is. Ayo said, how many shots have you had? I've had 0 shots. 0. Zilch. Nada. 0 shots. 0 Four Locos. I did say when Bitcoin breaks 35K, I'm going to drink a Four Loco with you guys. So, the second Bitcoin breaks 35K, we are having a Four Loco stream. And that'll be a fun one. That'll be a fun stream. I'm hoping that's soon. I'm hoping that's soon. That would be absolutely sweet to do the Four Loco stream and just me going nuts when we're breaking 35K and just jumping up and down. Yo, what's going on, Laz? Shout out to you, man. No wonder the neighbor bangs on the walls. No, she doesn't bang on the wall. She bangs on the floor. So that means I'm loud. She can hear me through the damn floor, man. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I don't even blame her for being mad. Sometimes she just gets mad for no reason, man. Sometimes, like, I'm just walking in the kitchen. Or I'm just talking. And she's like, I'm like, what the frick, man? Like, I'm just walking. Now, I do walk pretty loudly. I'm not the most graceful walker. I'm not Pocahontas walking around here, right? I kind of walk like an elephant. But I can walk. Like, it's okay if I walk. We ain't gonna complain if I walk. And then sometimes she's down there freaking banging chicken, going boom, 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 boom on a freaking chicken, and it's okay if she's banging the chicken, boom, boom, boom. Maybe I should start yelling and going, stop banging the freaking. But I don't want to do that, because if I start yelling at her, then she's gonna start yelling at me, and she just needs to live in her little life down there, and I'm just gonna live my life. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna live our own lives. We're not gonna be yelling, and we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go with it. How do you walk loudly? I don't know. I think I walk on my heels. I think that's why I walk loudly. I'm not the most graceful walker. Like you won't find me doing any type of ballet. I try to do it today. I try to do a little ballet today. Man, I am the most ungraceful, just ballet dancer in the world. You don't want to see me doing that at all, bro. It is putrid the way I'm dancing. You know what I'm saying? I can't really dance anyways, but get me doing ballet. Oh my lord, it's a train wreck, absolute train wreck. If I've ever seen a train wreck, let's go over to. I kind of want to get Bitcoin Cash. Let's see where we're at. We have to win up to 260. XLM's getting a little move up again. XLM's doing very, very well. Usually XLM only does well when XRP does well, so it's interesting. It's very interesting dynamic in here. Is someone holding down XRP? What's going on with XRP? Interesting. Other than that, not too much going up. Everything else is pretty much flat. Not really doing too much today. Or on the new day in the last 20 minutes. Let's see. Why did the chicken sell its crypto? Why did the chicken sell its crypto? Because it got afraid of the black rock. It got afraid of the black rock. Dad, why don't we have any Bitcoin? I sold it all to BlackRock at 29K. And the kid wants to go up for adoption. That's why the chicken sold its Bitcoin, right? Because he was afraid of the black rock. Just like soon. I want to show this meme so bad, man, but I have to wait a little bit for this meme. I want to show this meme so bad. We got to wait on this meme, though. All right, we got to wait a little bit on the other one. Let's see. When Jordan Comedy Central special? I don't think anyone will laugh at me, man. Listen, I would be a horrible stand-up comedian. Okay, I can only talk to you guys. Okay, I can only talk to you guys. You gotta understand. In real life, I'm sort of an introvert, right? I can only talk to you guys. Oh Lord. But I mean, I guess if you're into crypto and you're on the charts all day, you kind of have to be an introvert. I don't think an extrovert could be someone who talks about charts. I just don't think that. I don't think anyone who just looks at charts all day and streams about crypto is an extrovert. Like you just, it's like physically impossible. They would go insane. You know what I mean? Let's see. Bath Cuddy has a hot mic. Nice. First joke was, this isn't a double top. I knew Brian was going to come in with some double top joke. You can leave it to Brian with the double top joke. Oh, Alan. Thanks, Alan, man. I appreciate you, bro. I think you would get good criticism, though, and it would work out. Oh, true. That is true. That is very, very true. Crypto is an acquired taste. Yeah, you have to be kind of insane to be in crypto. You do. You know why? And let me explain to you guys why you have to be slightly insane to be in crypto, right? And why it actually pays to be insane if you sort of play it right? Because listen, what do the smart people say, right? What do the quote unquote smart people say? The smart people, you can always go back and just look at what the big companies say. Look at what like the people on CNBC that are hedge fund CEOs. They're like horse guys. They basically get bearish at bottoms and bullish at tops. You know what I mean? So that's why you have to be kind of insane to be in crypto, because the average like hedge fund CEO smarty guy who is a macro economor, right? Those guys were all bearish down here, right? All those guys that talk like strictly based off macro economy, all that stuff. They were all bearish down here. They were all bearish on the stock market at the lows, right? So like it's sort of like one of those things where you got to kind of be a little bit insane, because like the average guy, smarty guy, would look at this and say, that chart looks like shit, I'm not touching that shit. And then they don't get in usually until they start to see the headlines. Oh, bull run's coming. And then they're like, oh my God, Bitcoin is awesome. And they end up buying the highs. That's why you got to be a little insane in this market, man. You got to be able to look past the macro news and the doom and gloom. FTX is dumping, so I'm not touching any crypto, right? That was sort of thing. Oh, FTX, oh, it's imploding, the second biggest exchange. I'm not touching Bitcoin, right? That's what the smart person would say. While the maniacs are down at the lows buying. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be kind of a maniac. That's just kind of how it is. The smart guys, and usually the hedge fund guys usually end up buying higher. You know, like if you guys watch, sometimes I watch like the CNBC guys on YouTube and stuff like that. Dude, those guys are the whole move up on the NASDAQ. They're bearish the whole move up. Every week, green, 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 green. They're all like, it's gonna pull back at some point. It's gonna pull back at some point. The macro economy is bad. And it's just week after week after week or week after week, up, 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 up. And they're all still bearish. And then when we finally get to retracement levels, when we talked about this a few weeks ago, we said, this is when we got to start being cautious on the stock market because it's back up at the 702 retracement. This is when we be cautious. This is when everyone starts to get flip bullish. What do you know? They all start being bullish at the frickin' resistance. It's like, come on, man. Right? And now that we're going to pull back, it's going to be back to, oh, it's over, right? And it's just going to be a freaking pullback, man, before we go higher. Like, it's ridiculous, man. But now we're here. And you know, like I said, we're all insane. I'm insane. We're all insane in the chat. But the insane people are the insane people who stick it out through these times are the ones who do very, very well when the market starts flipping back up. And then all the smart people who wait it out usually end up buying at the tops. That is typically how it is. Now, this next time is when everyone starts getting bullish as we start moving up. That's when we make sure we're taking profits on the way up, right? And not feeding it into the hype. You know what I mean? Because we've all done that before. I've done that before. But you learn not to do it. And that's the most important thing is we all make mistakes, but we learn from those mistakes. Okay? We learn from those mistakes. We got to learn. Because every mistake is a learning opportunity at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Bath said July hasn't been bearish for stocks since 2007. that is true. Lazarus said we'll all be a bunch of rich idiots. We'll all be a bunch of rich idiots. You know what I mean? Franco said I sold my Palantir at 16. I'm still holding all my stocks, man. I have not sold any of my stocks, so I am still holding stocks. I know they got a little bit of a pullback the last few weeks, but in my opinion, I think the Nasdaq's continuing higher. So I think the tech stocks are all continuing higher. But it was due for a pullback. Like we said, like I wouldn't necessarily be buying more here, right? To me, it doesn't really make sense to buy more here. If I want to buy more, I'm going to wait for a pullback because I think this is where it makes sense for the stock market to get a pullback, and then for Bitcoin to catch up to the stock. Bitcoin basically needs to catch up to the stock market now. So that's kind of how I'm playing it. But yeah, the ones that I own, right? Specifically Tesla, Palantir, Meta, right? Fubo. I love my Fubo, man. I love my Fubo. It's back up to 209 today. Let's go, baby. But yeah, I think it's time for Bitcoin and crypto to catch up a little bit as those get a slight little pullback. But that's my hodl stack, man. That's the thing. I ain't touching those for 5 years. Okay, I ain't touching those stocks for 5 years. And if it's anything like the average, in 5 years, those should be up, 2-3x without as much risk as worrying about just holding crypto, right? Crypto is more of a 4-year trade almost. It's almost like you want to be trading it for every 4 years, basically. Whereas stocks, I feel more comfortable just like setting and forgetting those and not even looking at them. You know what I mean? And then buying on the big capitulations. I think that's the best way to do it, man. Tesla said it's coming. Clint think it's coming down to 120 any day now. Maybe it does. Shit. I mean, if Tesla went to 120, I'd be buying Tesla again. I don't want to buy it right where it is right now. I think some of those are a little bit overheated, but I also think that if they get a pullback, it'll be quick. I think it'll be a quick pullback, especially before the next CPI. Well, I mean, I don't want to talk all macro shit. I'm so sick of talking about macro shit over the last like 2 years. We got inflation back down to 4%. I think this next time it's going to be in the 3s. I think it's going to be in the low 3s this next time. And I think, as that starts to come down, I think we can hopefully not talk about it as much. We get inflation back down to like 3.1, 3.2, 3.3% on this next CPI print, which I think it will be. Hopefully we can just like, okay, we're getting close to 2%. We're not there, but we're getting close. That is the hard part, is getting it below 3 is going to be tough as shit. That might be kind of tough based off true inflation, but we'll see. Anyways, Bitcoin's still kind of holding up here, man. Is Bitcoin Cash still rolling? Damn. This was the best, like I said, this was the best dart throw I've ever had. I mean, it wasn't really a dart throw. There was a reasoning for my madness, but it definitely was a nice dart throw. I will say that. Sometimes it works out like that. XLM, whoever caught XLM, you caught a nice one too. Stellar. Getting a nice push up. We got Ethereum Classic, which also did get a nice bounce. So we basically played this perfectly, right? We got a low, we got the second low, we got the deviation low on ETH Classic. We pumped it back above. We came back and tested. Now I'm looking for that that Ethereum Classic move to the upside here, as we have that same structure. And Ethereum Classic is one of those Dino coins that has not pumped yet. We've seen it from Bitcoin Cash. We've seen it from XLM. We've seen it from Bitcoin SV. We've seen it from... I'm missing one. Kind of missing one. I mean, you might even call FTT a Dino coin. It's literally dead. The exchange is dead. We've kind of seen it from XRP already this year, right? Squeeze back up to the top of the range. I think in my opinion, I think ETC is going to be the next one that gets that squeeze. Anyways, but we kind of waited out. Clint said, I was joking about 120. It could happen. Anything can, especially what would need to happen on the broader spectrum for that to happen. Yeah, 120 is deep. That's a deep correction, Clint. That's deep, bro. Let me go look at it. What? I would say, I mean, you filled that gap right here on Tesla, right? I still think this is the level right here. Right there. Like 230 or something like that. Why? Because you got that gap fill right there. You see the gap fill right there? We haven't filled that gap to the downside. We filled the upside gap. Now I'm looking to fill that gap back down at like 230, which isn't a huge drop. I mean, we're talking, 9%, which would also kind of be like a retest of this trend line coming down like this. 1, 2, retest, right? So like maybe a little whoop, retest, boop, and then we kind of come back up like that. That's what I'm kind of looking for in Tesla. And even if it comes down to here, I'll probably scoop a little bit up. Maybe I'll sell a little Bitcoin Cash and put it in Tesla. But yeah, I think a little bit of a pullback still makes slight sense, at least in the immediate short term. Bitcoin Cash 3,500 waiting room. Let's go, Bath. Do I got Bath bullish on Bitcoin Cash? I never thought I'd see the day. Listen, I never thought I'd see the day I would be bullish on Bitcoin Cash, but here we are. You know, if the chart looks good, the chart looks good. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love when me and Bath, man, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our Bitcoin Cash and our Pepe, and we're gonna be walking around with our two shoulders. Bitcoin Cash, Pepe, and we're gonna be walking around like this. And then we're going to have Clint that's going to be next to us. He's going to be with his Bitcoin and his Tesla. He's going to be going. And then we're going to have Franco. He's going to have his Palantir and he's going to have his freaking Matic and Matic moonshots. And Franco's going to be going. And we're all going to be walking around. We're going to have Mike Hoffs. He's going to have his Chili's and his Chili's. And he's just going to be walking around with his Chili's like this. Where is Hoffs, man? He's going to be walking around with his Chili's. Let's see. Green candles tend to do that. Oh, man. And then we're going to have... who else we got? Who else? Who else is bullish on something? Let's see. We're going to have Brian with his shorts going like... Brian Miller's going to be like crying with his shorts going... You know what I mean? Like, that's what Brian Miller's gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna have Dan. Dan's gonna have his Monero. I don't know, what else is Dan like? He's gonna have his XMR. Frick it. He's just gonna be an XMR maxi. XMR. He's gonna be walking. I don't even know what this is, but we're doing it. We're all doing that, right? We're all doing that. When we go to Vegas in 2025, man. Vegas 2025 before the top. That's the goal. That's the goal, at least. That's at some point. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, we're going to have JJ with his ADA. JJ with his big old bag of ADA. You know? Oh, Lord. Laz is going to have his Atom. Okay, we're going to add Laz in there. We're just going to keep doing this. I don't know what this is, but we're just going to... It's us holding the bags. There we go. Chili's on both shoulders like a boss. Listen, we all kind of make fun of Hoffs for his Chili's. Watch Chili's be the best gainer in the bull market. I'm telling you right now, we're all crapping on Hoffs. Chili's is going to pull a 200x. Just watch. That's usually how it works. That's always how it works. It's always like the most random shit that does the best. You know, just ask Doge. You know, ask Doge. And I think actually percentage-wise, I think XRP did the best in 2017. I'm pretty sure. I would have to go back and fact check that, but I think XRP had the best gains. So you have XRP and Doge were the two biggest gainers in the last two bull markets. What will be the third one? That's actually a good question. Let me ask you guys in the chat. So I believe it was XRP was number one in 2017. Doge was number one in 2021. I believe it might have been SHIB. Actually, it probably makes sense it was SHIB. It probably was SHIB, bro. Anyways, it was either Doge or SHIB. I mean, it was probably SHIB, considering SHIB came from like 1,000 on Coin and CMC, or Doge was already in the top 10. It was probably SHIB. Anyways, what will be the best gainer in I guess we'll call it the third bull market. There's more, but what will be the best gainer in 20? We'll call it 2025. Let's see. Feels good thinks ETC. Franco thinks Pepe. Laz thinks Matic. Let's see. Bass says Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu. How is that even a coin? Who came up with that? Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu. Would you buy that, Maj? Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu. No, she wouldn't buy it. Arbitrum. Oh yeah, I'm bullish on Arb. I'm bullish on the L2s. Probably some shit coin no one has ever heard of. It's always some shit coin. It's gonna be It might be Pepe. I would, if I had to put my money on it. But I also think Pepe comes with a lot of risk too. So it's like a risk reward. I actually think Pepe probably will be the #1 gainer. But there's always some random coin that probably hasn't come out yet that'll probably be it. But if I had to put my money on it right now, I'd probably say Pepe from the lows to the highs will probably be the best gainer. Just makes sense, right? If we'll say from now on, from where it is now to the end. I think counting the last year is kind of cheating. Let's say from now on, I think Pepe will be the best gainer. If I had to put my money on it. Like I said, I told you guys, if I had $500 to invest in crypto and that's all I had, and I couldn't invest anything more, I probably would put it in Pepe, just because I'm a risk taker. And if I only had $500, I'm probably going Pepe. You know? Now doesn't mean you should do that. Not everyone's a risk taker, but the future is here, said Shibby News. Bath, we just jinxed. We jinxed it. We jinxed it. It's time to go in on Wojak. Wojak. Dude, I think Wojak is a sleeper, man. Listen, Wojak is a random coin that's kind of a sleeper, bro. Ready? Just because I like Wojak, and a lot of people like Wojak, kind of like how they like Pepe, right? Wojak is a sleeper, man. Right? Now, once again, don't go by it. Don't go by Wojak. But I don't know. I feel like it's got some meme potential, man. I feel like Wojak's got some meme potential because people love the memes, bro. They love Doge the dog. They love Pepe the frog. And you gotta love Wojak. You gotta love Wojak, man. I think this one's got some sleeper potential as a meme, but the memes obviously come with more risk. So obviously, with more reward comes more risk. I think we all know that at this point. Bitcoin's the least risky. Top altcoins are the second least. I say Ethereum's the second least, and then top altcoins are the third least, and then go into the meme coins, you're playing with fire in there. You're playing with some fire in there. Wojak had a big pump the other day. Wojak is potential. It is. Needs more memes though. The team got to send some Wojaks to the masses. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many YouTube videos where people love Wojak with the crypto stuff. So like in the bull market, when people are watching those Wojak videos, that's when I think Wojak could do well. So I'll probably pick up a small little bag of Wojak. Doesn't mean you should do it. It'll probably go to 0. So anything you put in there, just act like it's going to go to 0. Just act like it's going to go to 0 because it probably will. Don't think too much from it. All right, so we got Bitcoin Cash, the Cash Master. We got actually ETC getting a slight move up. What else is getting a little move up here? Nothing else. Funny enough, nothing else is really moving up. BTC and ETC, man. Like I told you, I think ETC is the next Dino coin to go, in my opinion. I'm gonna stand by those words, and we'll check where it is in a few weeks. But it's one of those only Dino coins that hasn't run yet, man. And I'm ready for it. Anyways, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. It's been a fantastic stream. We're having a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun today, and another day where we're just waiting for Bitcoin to sort of work out and decide if it's just gonna pump from here, or we're gonna see a pullback first down to maybe 29K, maybe as far as 28K before getting that run up to the upside. Either way, I think we're going up. I'm going to continue to stand by that. I think some altcoins are forming some nice lows. I'm going to stand by that, and we're going to keep rocking through this. All right. So I'll catch you guys later. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't panic sell your crypto, and most of all, don't panic sell your crypto, especially to BlackRock. All right. Don't sell your freaking crypto to BlackRock and Vanguard and Fidelity. Don't be selling your crypto to the damn big money. Come on, bro. All right? I'm out of this bitch. See you guys tomorrow, 8:30. Happy Thursday. It's Friday tomorrow. The monthly close. Let's get this shit. Peace.